Good morning, just about 6 a.m. Thank you for being with us on THV 11, streaming on THV 11 Plus. I'm Karen Fuller.
I'm Hayden Balgavy. Let's send things back over to meteorologist Tracy Bean, who is joined alongside Ashley King this morning to get you set for your traffic on this Thursday.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you two doing?
Take it back now, y'all.
That's better.
A little in unison scoot.
Yeah. Good morning.
2 hops this time?
Yeah. All right. To the side.
Take it back now, y'all.
Okay. All right. We're going to take it back to some weather. You ready? Yeah, we've got lots to talk about today. And yeah, I've told the guys I need like 20 minutes for weather because we've got a lot going on. But don't worry, it's not anything we can't get through together. We are starting out this morning with a bit of cloud cover and those temperatures in the 60s. At noon today, still more sunshine and those highs in the low 80s. And wanted to also show you as we're heading into the evening, we are going to start to see those 80s as we're heading into around 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then start to see more cloud cover, unfortunately, as we are going to see more storms headed our way. That's mainly going to be for your Friday. Scattered thunderstorms are possible. We're going to start to see those severe storms in northern Arkansas start tomorrow morning early, and they'll make their way down through the state. Again, starting to see that here in the late afternoon. Could see some rain showers just on the tail end of that for tomorrow morning as well. But we're going to take a look at your hour-by-hour forecast again. And believe it or not, even though this says this partly sunny skies here, we are going to have the potential in the overnight hours for a bit of severe weather, and that trend will continue, unfortunately, through Monday. But again, low-level risk there. We're going to go all through it for you and let you know what your weekend plans can be. But for now, we're going to check on traffic with Ashley. Take it back, Ashley. Go ahead.
Take it back now, y'all. Yeah, so still got nothing going on our roads this morning. We're looking right now from the Big Rock Water Tower onto Interstate 430, and just a beautiful morning. This is a great view just to kind of see not a lot of cars that are heading out, so that would be northbound, but southbound it looks like it's starting to pick up just a little bit there on 430 in West Little Rock. Let's get a look at our live traffic map, and we don't have any issues around central Arkansas. It looks really good, just all green on our roadways. We'll check this again here in just a bit.
Continuing our coverage this morning, a road rage shooting earlier this week along Interstate 40 is renewing safety concerns about drivers today.
And now experts are urging drivers to stay calm and avoid situations that can quickly turn dangerous.
THV 11's Carter Thweet explains these steps they say can help keep those tensions from boiling over.
Arkansas State Police say someone fired shots in this area Monday morning near the North Hills Boulevard exit on I-40 and what appears to be a road rage incident.
There's a lot of different times throughout our classes and throughout our education that we talk through road rage.
Brock Thompson with Thompson Driving School in Little Rock says it's something every driver needs to take seriously.
You don't want to insinuate that, that it's me or them kind of scenario. And that's where it really gets elevated, when the emotion gets to the point where it's, you know, I'm going to win.
Thompson isn't the only one offering advice on the subject. In a press release last year, Arkansas State Police said they investigate multiple road rage incidents every day, with many of them involving weapons. They urge drivers to avoid engaging with others, put as much space between you and them as possible, and never ever confront another driver because they could be armed.
When it does get to the point where it is road rage, you don't want to have eye contact. You want to minimize your exposure, change lanes, turn, get out of that situation, because it's not a win-win scenario. It's a you get home kind of scenario.
And if you think you might be on the other side of road rage, leave early and put yourself in a situation to minimize the frustration.
Avoid rush hour, avoid situations that would be frustration, would cause somebody to have some level of anger.
As for Monday's incident, police say one person was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Investigators have not identified a suspect in Little Rock. Carter Thweet, THV 11 News.
This morning, Conway police are working to clear up some confusion about the license plate reader cameras you may see around town. The department says there are 20 cameras at 8 locations, mostly along major highways, and they only capture still images of license plates, not video. Officers can't watch them live, and the system does not use facial recognition or track drivers. Police say the technology is simply a tool to help locate stolen vehicles, missing people, and suspects. And most of the data is automatically deleted after 30 days.
Despite new Iranian attacks on ships in the Strait of Hormuz, the White House says the ceasefire is still holding, now 8 weeks into the conflict. Meanwhile, the U.S. military continues enforcing its blockade of the strategic waterway, even as the Pentagon confirms another high-level departure. CBS News correspondent Jared Hill has the latest.
Iranian state TV aired video purportedly showing the Revolutionary Guard seizing 2 ships after firing on multiple vessels in the Strait of Hormuz earlier in the week. An eye for an eye, an oil tanker for an oil tanker, according to Iran. Retaliation for the U.S. seizing an Iranian cargo ship last week during President Trump's ongoing blockade of the strait.
We are completely strangling their economy through this blockade.
The White House insists the U.S. has the upper hand, following President Trump's decision to indefinitely extend the ceasefire while he waits for a unified proposal from Iran.
President Trump ultimately will dictate the timeline, and he will do so when he feels is in the best interest of the United States.
U.S. Central Command says so far the blockade has forced more than 30 ships to turn around. Meanwhile, late Wednesday, another major shakeup at the Pentagon. Secretary of the Navy John Phelan, the highest-ranking civilian, fired. A White House official tells CBS News the President and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth decided new leadership was needed. Phelan is the second high-profile military official ousted this month, following former Army Chief of Staff General Randy George.
Every day that Trump prolongs the war, he digs himself deeper and deeper into a hole.
Top congressional Democrats continue to put pressure on the Trump administration for an off-ramp, but Republicans blocked another Senate vote to rein in President Trump's war powers on Wednesday. Jared Hill, CBS News.
The Pentagon says about 400 U.S. service members have been injured since Operation Epic Fury began 8 weeks ago. 13 troops have died. Peace talks with Iran remain stalled, but the Trump administration plans to host new negotiations between Israel and Lebanon in Washington today.
The Pentagon is also investing in missile production here at home. A new multi-million-dollar contract will send more than $65 million to expand operations at the L3 Harris facility in East Camden. That's a site that produces thousands of rocket motors for the U.S. military.
A last-minute pledge is giving Arkansas Public Television a temporary lifeline after major federal funding cuts put its future in question. An anonymous donor has pledged $3 million to help keep PBS programming on the air, but it comes with a catch. The money is structured as a challenge grant, meaning the station must secure matching funds to receive $1 million each year for the next 3 years. State lawmakers are now weighing funding options at the Capitol, while station leaders stress the pledge buys time but doesn't solve the long-term financial gap left by lost support from the feds. Now, during this year's fiscal session, lawmakers reviewed Senate Bill 77. The funding plan station leaders say keeps operations running. An amendment cleared the Special Language Committee on Wednesday, and the full spending bill is expected to reach lawmakers within the next week.
Watson Chapel High School is entering a new era with a brand new campus opening for students this fall following a recent ribbon-cutting ceremony. District leaders say the modern facility is designed with the future in mind, creating updated classrooms, expanded programs, and stronger safety measures. The campus includes a courtyard, a gym, a storm-safe room, and enhanced security features aimed at protecting students and staff. Classes in the new building will start in August. And now let's check back in with meteorologist Tracy Bain.
It's just Tracy.
Without Ashley next to you, I'm all flustered. And your forecast today.
All right, let's talk about today. Not too bad out there. We're not dealing with those light rain showers this morning, even though they were nice yesterday. Of course, our ground loved it. Looking for that high in the low 80s. We're going to see a bit more sunshine today, and those sustained winds a bit breezy in itself and some gusts around 20 to 25. Before Friday, we've got to stay weather aware. You can see it's going to be a bit of a busy and rainy day. keeping those temperatures a little bit cooler, and we do have a severe weather risk starting off in northwest Arkansas early tomorrow morning and making its way into central, eastern, and northeastern Arkansas and southern Arkansas as the day progresses. So continuing to see those winds and that hail be the predominant threat, and of course we can't ever rule out just that low level risk for a tornado. It's springtime, of course. We'll talk a little bit more about the rest of that weekend forecast in just a few minutes.